Thanks, Bruno. I knew that asking a Frenchman to talk about external deterrence will be great fun, and it was indeed, but it was also very rich and interesting. The second speaker will be Dr. Alon Levkowitz. Dr. Levkowitz is currently the Asia Program Coordinator at Bar-Ilan University. His research includes security and international relations issues in Northeast Asia, and he published a lot about this subject. He will talk about deterrence in East Asia, the challenges of North Korea in the six-party content. Namely, he will talk about the actor that everybody thinks that is irrational. So
he takes right medicine every day.
So it's important as a test case.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, thanks to the INSS for inviting me. One quick comment to Bruno, because the chairman has 20 minutes. You said that the Russians thought that French is wild. What do they think about North Korea? Is it Israel is wild? We're not part of the game, which is wild. Okay, and I'll end my lecture with a question about extended deterrence. Does it work? Okay, I pray to God that before the conference, Kim Jong-un might do the fourth test. You can't trust Koreans, especially North Koreans. I was asked to send the paper to send the PowerPoint 2 days before, so I prayed, but it didn't work out. Six-party talks. Well, six-party talks include South Korea, North Korea, China, Russia, Japan, and the United States, as you all know. It was launched in 2003 to solve the North Korean nuclear issue. They held 6 official rounds. You had the 6th official round, but around it they had many more. Since 2009, there were attempts to resume the six-party talk, but it didn't work out. In 2009, the dear leader, I don't know, no, the dear leader or the big, well, Kim Jong-il passed away a few years ago, said that there is no need for the six-party talks anymore. We will never again take part in such talks and will not be bound by any agreement reached at the talks. By saying so, he says, there's no need for another round unless it might serve our interest. As politicians said, I promised, but I didn't promise to fulfill. This is one of our politicians who said it years ago, and it works until now. Now, this declaration was not the only reason why the six-party talk didn't resume. The other reason was the nuclear test, about 3. Hopefully, 4th will be soon. There was the military provocation that the North Korean does it once in a while, launching the civilian satellite as they define it, so the Chinese would approve it unofficially. The question of the bank in Macau, the uranium enrichment. There's a long list why the six-party talk didn't resume. Now, what did we achieve or didn't achieve until now? Positively, I would say that the six-party talks was and still is, although it doesn't work anymore, it's the best mechanism, political or security mechanism that exists in this region, which allow 6 members to talk about security issues, although they disagree. Now, it serves as a balance of power theater mainly between Washington and Beijing. Everyone tries to tilt to show to the other side that it hegemonizes the region, sometimes on the expense of North Korea. And it allows North Korea to maximize its profits. North Korea knows that it can use the six-party talks to not increase but decrease the prices that it might pay, or to allow it to get more time to develop its new toys. So I said it. They know that by participating in the six-party talks, they will be able to decrease the cost of the UN Security Council sanctions, and that's why they continue their relation with China, because China allows them, although we disagree, to do some of the things that they're doing. Sometimes there were cases that North Korea didn't understand or misread the Chinese, and the Chinese punished them. There's not a Jewish joke, but a Chinese joke saying that Kim Jong-il called the Chinese leader and says, I'm notifying you that we're launching a nuclear missile or a nuclear test. And he said, when? He said, 6, 4, 5, 6, now. So this is when they informed them. Don't quote me, but sometimes the South Korean intelligence service knew, not in advance, but once they notified them, for example, that Kim Jong-il passed away, it took them about 2 days to know that he passed away. But that's a sad issue. Now, the six-party talk failed to prevent 3 nuclear tests. It's 2006, 2009, 2013, and hopefully 2014. Was it George W. Bush, Bill Clinton? No. George W. Bush, Jr. It was Obama said, watch out, don't do it. And they loved it, they did it. Because deterrence doesn't work, or deterrence serves their interest. Now, it failed to prevent North Korea's nuclear proliferation, and for many years we have to say according to foreign sources, but now once Bush said it, we can say that in the summer of 2007, Israel attacked Deir ez-Zor. There was a problem of proliferation. Even the South Korean unofficially said okay, but condemned us because we bombarded the Deir ez-Zor at a time that it wasn't convenient for them. So next time we'll coordinate the attack, so it will be more convenient. The nuclear proliferation with Iran, it's another issue that concerns Israel and other states, but the Koreans, North Koreans, can do it without any problem. Now, what do we want to achieve? Could the six-party talk prevent the denuclearization, or the nuclearization, but it's not nuclearization, they're nuclearized, but they couldn't prevent North Korea to become nuclearized, and I don't think it can solve the issue of denuclearization of North Korea. Well, the optimist, some would call it liberal, or choose the other words you want, says that if we play the right cards, if we offer them the right present or the right amount of cash, they might agree. The pessimist, some call it realist, some call it less optimist, is that North Korea, first of all, we can't trust them. I met an American who participated in the six-party talks, and she said, we can't trust the North Koreans because they cheat all the time. So I told her, do you trust the Iranians? She said, we don't trust them as well. So how do you solve it? She said, I don't know how. We have a mechanism to solve it, but still it doesn't work out. There aren't any incentive for now, as far as I know, that will convince North Korea to denuclearize. One of the problems, and we spoke about it before the session began, some call North Korea a nutcase. It's very difficult to predict what they're doing. Sometimes it's very difficult to predict their price tag, and they're willing to pay high prices and to use brinkmanship on a daily basis. Another problem that six-party talks face is that there is a built-in disagreement within the six-party talks. Each member of the six-party talks, for example, there were days that Japan preferred to increase the sanctions while China didn't support it. South Korea and Japan don't agree on the same issue, Dr. Takeshima, which influenced the six-party talks. China and the United States don't agree. So North Koreans know this disagreement exists, and they use it for their interest. Now, should we declare the death of the six-party talks? Not yet. But, as I said, it's the best mechanism that exists until now, even though it doesn't work anymore. It will be more difficult to convince North Korea to come back to the table. as it was in the past. The existence of the six-party talks serves the North Korean interest, because if there's a problem, if they had a nuclear test that didn't work out, or if they fire a Taepodong missile or Nodong or whatever, and they hit they hit Japan by mistake, or they hit an American ship, they might need the six-party talks to bail them out. In case the economic situation in North Korea deteriorates more than it is now, they might come back, but they'll do it in the best way they did it in the old days. As I said, the six-party talks are a new ball game for North Korea. They are a nuclear power. They might use, as Kim Jong-un promised, they might do a new test with a new technology. We'll have to wait if what they promise is they will fulfill it. Okay, I said it before. In March 2013, Kim Jong-un built a crisis in the Korean Peninsula. I would say the only thing that he regrets in this crisis was that he improved the coordination between Washington, Japan, Washington, Tokyo, and Seoul. Although, for example, in Tokyo, there's the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who is conservative, right conservative, pro more North Korea, supports to increase the defense budget, and one might say that there might be a disagreement between Seoul and Tokyo on North Korea. Washington was able to increase the coordination and to prevent the escalation of this crisis. I don't think Kim Jong-un thought about it. Okay, all the parties in the region, Park Geun-hye from South Korea, Washington, even Beijing, prefer the diplomatic solution, and that's why they still keep the six-party talks live and kicking. Well, existing, not working. But, and this is my last comment, which raises a question about extended deterrence. Does it work? We should focus on the changes in South Korea. There's an incremental change. It's a beginning of the change. And if you quote me, I won't allow you, because I think South Koreans wouldn't like what I'm saying. You spoke about the nuclear commitment. President Obama said, I want to be clear, when he visited Korea in April 2014, I want to be clear, the commitment that the United States of America has made to the security of the Republic of Korea only grows stronger in the face of the aggression from North Korea. He didn't say China, but he meant China as well. Now, should we question this commitment? No, because he said it. But people are questioning the U.S. commitment to South Korea and even to Japan. In Japan, it's more difficult to find quotes, but they question the commitment. And Bruno, you said that what's happening in other regions doesn't influence, or you said? Maybe. Well, it influences the politicians. But politicians and even security specialists are questioning the U.S. commitment. Are the Americans willing to sacrifice the lives of the soldiers? There are 24,000 U.S. soldiers in South Korea, but still, they raise the question and they debate it. Another important change that you can see hints in South Korea, which questions the extended deterrence. It was spoken behind doors. It happened, the same process that happened in Japan. The question is, should Seoul consider to become nuclear threshold state? They see the Japanese example. I'm not saying that Japan is a threshold state, but unofficially, you have 5 minutes, I know. Oh, yeah. You were sitting, I was happy. For a few minutes. People are starting to talk about considering the option of becoming a threshold. In the 70s, South Korea thought about it. Park Chung-hee thought about becoming nuclear. The question is, did he want to become nuclear, or did he want to play a game with the United States? It wasn't spoken for many years, but now people are starting to talk about it. The government says, no way, but it's an incremental change that people are starting to debate in the academic world, and the army doesn't speak about it, but people are supporting it. So what I'm saying is the final failure of the six-party talk might be another factor in the acceleration of this process, of South Korea considering the option, because they started to question the U.S. commitment. In the March 2013, U.S. was willing to intervene, although they pray to God that no one will ask them to intervene. But the Koreans are questioning the commitment, the extended deterrence, and they're debating the issue of should we become a nuclear or potential nuclear state, because in order to create the equation, the balance to create deterrence versus North Korean. Thank you very much.